Hey y'all, it's Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV. I want to bring you a story that I've talked about before right here on the channel. But before I do that, I want to say thank you so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. Listen, this information comes from CNBC, and I want you to know, I want you to be aware of the fact that the World Health Organization, or the WHO, they have declared rapidly spreading monkeypox outbreak as a global health emergency. So again, this information that I'm going to share with you right now comes from CNBC, and I just want to give you a breakdown of what the article is saying. So according to the article, the World Health Organization has activated its highest alert level for the growing monkeypox outbreak, declaring the virus a public health emergency of international concern. Now, what do you all think about that? Hold on, I'm gonna turn on my light here, y'all. Okay. The article says the rare designation means the World Health Organization now views the outbreak as a significant enough threat to global health that a coordinated international response is needed to prevent the virus from spreading further and potentially escalating into a pandemic. Okay. The article also says that although the declaration does not impose requirements on national governments, it serves as an urgent call for action. Okay. The World Health Organization can only issue guidance and recommendations to its member states, not mandates. Okay. Let me repeat this sentence. Okay. According to this information from CNBC, is saying that the World Health Organization can only issue guidance and recommendations to its member states, not mandates. Okay. Member states are required to report events that pose a threat to global health. Okay. The UN, the United Nations agency, declined last month to declare a global emergency in response to monkeypox. Remember, I told you all that they were having a meeting where they were going to talk about some concerns, maybe ways to handle it. And so here they are now. From my understanding, they had a second meeting. And then later on, it came out that they actually declared it a global emergency. Okay. It says infections have increased substantially over the past several weeks. I've been reading some cases where here in the United States, they have found cases of it. I'm not exactly sure where they're saying, where it came from or how it spread, but you let me know. Are you seeing cases in your area or other parts of the United States or other parts of the world? I did read about a few cases here in the United States. But again, I don't know how it spread. I don't know the origins. I don't know that information. Here's a quote from the World Health Organization's chief, whose name is Tedros. And he was quoted as saying, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a he or she. So this person was quoted as saying, "We have an outbreak that has spread around the world rapidly through new modes of transmission about which we understand too little." So it basically sounds like, they don't even know how it's spreading or where it's coming from. And it actually makes me, ask a lot of questions and wonder, okay, like what's really going on? I've talked about it right here on the channel. Actually, I talked about this a while ago when no one was really talking about this. Remember when I did? You can search right here on the channel. I know I have many videos here. But do you all remember months ago when I reported the story about genetically modified mosquitoes and how they were carrying a specific virus? I'm also starting to see a lot of stories where insects, they're using insects like mosquitoes to carry different, viruses and things like it. It's just getting really weird, y'all. I don't know if you paid attention to it. I don't know if you, see what's going on, but, these different insects, I don't know what they call them, insects, bugs, but, they're, when you see things like this, and yes, I know some of you all may say, okay, well, Andrea, this has happened before. It's not anything new. Yes, I know that. But, where I'm raising the question is when you start to see a lot of this happening around the same time, doesn't it seem like it's one thing after another? Like, okay, we all know, we just dealt with, or maybe still dealing with, the pandemic. Is the pandemic over? What do you all think about that? And now, I asked the question in the past, okay, is this whole monkeypox situation, is this the next pandemic? Like, what's going on? And now they have declared it a global health emergency. So what do you think is going to become of this? Do you think that some parts of the world, do you think that means we're going to go into another forced lockdown like we saw in the pandemic, where it's like, okay, we're going to shut down schools, businesses, restaurants, and everybody stay home and work virtually? School is done virtually. Are we headed back to that? What do you all think about that? Now, according to the article, it says more than 16,000 cases of monkeypox have been reported across more than 70 countries so far this year, and the number of confirmed infections rose 77% from late June through early July. Okay, that's according to the World Health Organization data. You can also look this up. I don't necessarily want to say it right here on the channel, but they're saying a specific group of people who do a certain thing are currently at the highest risk of infection. Okay, so you can do your research, find out specifically who those groups of people are. Like I said, it's really like, like what's going on. It says the article, according to CNBC, most people are recovering from monkeypox in 2 to 4 weeks, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And then it talks about, the virus causing a rash. I have a video on the channel right here where I talked about the different symptoms and signs of monkeypox. Be sure to check that video out. Or what I'll do is, towards the end of this video, I'll post a link where you can watch that video as well. Right now it's saying Europe. Europe is currently the global epicenter of the outbreak, reporting more than 80% of confirmed infections worldwide in 2022. The U.S. has reported more than 2,500 monkeypox cases so far across 44 states, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico. Okay. The World Health Organization's chief said, Tedros said, the risk posed by monkeypox is moderate globally, but the threat is high in Europe. Okay. There's clearly a risk that the virus, the article says, will continue to spread around the world. He said, though it's unlikely to disrupt global trade or travel right now. So again, right here on the channel, you all know I have talked about the fact that right here in the United States of America, how we're on the brink of a possible railroad strike, a rail strike, as well as truckers are protesting, truck drivers are protesting. Both groups are not satisfied with their working conditions and other things that I've reported on right here on the channel. Make sure you check out those videos. But all of that combined with what they're now saying is a global emergency, it almost seems like the perfect storm to, just lead to, I don't know, another forced lockdown, or some people may say, hey, this is a way to step in and implement some certain type of agenda. I don't know. You let me know your thoughts on that. The last time that the World Health Organization, the article says, the last time that the World Health Organization issued a global health emergency was in January 2020 in response to the outbreak. You all know what led to the pandemic that was declared 2 months later in March of 2020. The World Health Organization has no official process to declare a pandemic under its organizational laws, which means the term is loosely defined. Okay, in 2020, the article says the agency declared a pandemic in an effort to warn complacent governments about the alarming levels of spread and severity of the virus. Okay, they're saying that monkeypox is not a new virus. According to the article, scientists first discovered monkeypox in 1958 in captive monkeys used for research in Denmark, and confirmed the first case of a human infected with the virus in 1970 in the nation of Zaire, now called the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Okay. It is in the same family as smallpox, the article says. Though it causes milder disease, the World Health Organization and national health agencies have decades of experience fighting smallpox, which was declared eradicated in 1980. the successful fight against smallpox, the article says, and the tools developed against it will provide health officials with important knowledge to combat monkeypox. Now, I'm going to refer to another video, and the article goes on, but that's kind of the gist of what's said. But I'm going to refer to another video I talked about on the channel. You all remember a couple of months back when I did the video about how they found a vial of what they thought was smallpox, I think in a freezer, just in a random place, and I think it was Pennsylvania. I'll post a link to that video, but it makes me wonder, you know, how all of a sudden, why was that found? Why was it still around? You know, what's going on with that? You know, and I think that it's just mighty concerning that now, fast forward, here we are in 2022, and now all of a sudden, monkeypox, which is very similar to smallpox, is now a global health emergency. But hey, y'all let me know what you think. Is it a coincidence, or is it something much deeper? You all let me know in the comments. Again, thank you all so much for subscribing to and supporting Andrea Speaks TV. You all know right here on the channel, I'm going to ask questions, thought-provoking questions. You know, we've gone through, you know, I can say at least me, you know, I never lived through a pandemic such as the one that we're seeing now. So in other words, what I'm saying is this is my first time. I know that there have been other pandemics, you know, that have happened throughout history, but you know, what occurred in March 2020, it was very eye-opening for me, you know, and I feel somewhat better prepared, more knowledgeable to, you know, if we were to go through something similar, which it seems like what they're, you know, announcing, my eyes are more open now. You know, I can say, okay, well, based on what happened back in March 2020 and the months and years after that, okay, it kind of gives me an idea, okay, are they going to try to do this? Or, you know, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. I'm more knowledgeable now. So I'm sharing this information not for you to panic or be fearful, but I hope in some way that it opens your eyes to see, okay, like, let's pay attention to what's going on. I know they're telling us this, but what's really going on? So again, thank you all so much for subscribing to the channel. Please make sure you like this video, share this video with family members, friends, people that you love and care about. And please make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, take care, y'all. I'm going to follow this story. I'll bring you more updates right here on Andrea Speaks TV. Y'all take care. Thank you.